To throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Hendricks. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Second down, he'll throw it. The screen, and watch out. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding. I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football, and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Great job by the quarterback there, knowing where his answer is against the blitz. He finds his dump-off throw to the running back, and he does the rest, picking up the first.
The Golden Bears have it with a 1st and 10. JKS. Flushed out of the pocket. Pulls it in. It's Thomas. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Well, it feels like everybody else on offense has been getting some in the passing game this drive. Finally, they get the tight end going, too. He's like, dude, I'm good, and I'm open. Throw me the ball. That's exactly where the quarterback goes. He's feeling it right now. He's distributing the football to a bunch of different people. In the defense right now, they have no idea who's getting it next.
And that's a really difficult route to handle if you can get a big fella working the outside in the corner like that.
No doubt, because he runs upfield first and then makes a beeline towards the sideline. So whether it's man or zone, you can throw that football away from the defender and make some big plays.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Now on the move. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Cal!
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. To Johnson. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. They'll go right back to the run. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Motion from the back. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He wants to take the top off. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
And that is absolutely not a surprise. Great job by the defense. And what did they do? They doubled. Palmer, you got a #1 receiver out wide that we know they're going to force feed. How do you take it away? How do you send those double teams? What kind of coverages do you mix up? But a lot of attention early on that young man.
Yeah, and I think for the quarterback, David, that's one you just got to give that one to the...
Touchdown, Golden Bears! Special teams proving to be special.
Hey, kick it to him at your own will, man, because that dude has a jetpack. He can absolutely fly. You see why they got him back deep, man. Catch it, let people kind of get an angle on him, and he just goes soof and takes off, erases angles. His speed back there as a punt returner, man, is it dangerous.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. With the catch, it's Brown. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
He lets it fly. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nab them for the defensive holding penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Johnson. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Got a little space. Makes it past the marker. Busts through behind his pad. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
And how about stubbornness being rewarded for this offense? Like, they gave it to him, and sometimes that will deter people when you hand it to him and he doesn't get a good gain. But, nah, stick right to it. Give him the ball again. Nice job getting the play. Nice job by this offense staying stubborn with the running game.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Finds his target down the middle. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. That's the end of the period, and Cal is on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the 2nd quarter. 8th play of the drive coming up. Leaves it with the back. And he's swallowed up immediately. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. And this is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success because right now they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Slips through the line. He's going to get loose. You want to talk about dynamic ability to flip a field on display right there. And it was just about a return for a touchdown. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You've put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
That's what tight ends are supposed to do. Just have people bouncing off them like spitballs off a battleship.
And when you're a defense, you got to understand we got to swarm to the football because these big dudes, they break tackle.
Snags it and he's open. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7.
I don't know if that was a bust defensively, but there was nobody in the middle of the field that time, making it way too easy for the offense to pick up a chunk play in the middle.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Snap to the back. Just plowing ahead. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Cal. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Man, you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. And he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
They'll send the back in motion. This guy can throw it. The pass is incomplete. Thought they might catch the defense napping, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, I think for that play to work, you need to have some access and cushion and coverage for the receiver to be able to do something with it after the catch. That time, the defender was just way too close, all over him, and he tackles him for no gain.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Makes the grab on the left. And he converts on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 26.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake. Check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was two guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Quick completion on the out. Oh, he's got some space. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
That might be the play that turns the momentum in this game, right? They're getting blown out right now on the scoreboard. It's late in the half. They've got to come away with a touchdown, but that might be the guy you need to keep going back to in the passing game to get yourself back in this game.
Trying to set up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
And that's a really good play by this defense because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play.
Snagged it, and there's running room. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. 3rd and short now from their own 48. They'll try to run for it. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. Ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
The defense. So, big time on the 4th down play. Trying to get the stop, making sure he doesn't get a first down. The fumble, it's just the icing on the sundae. That's fine. We'll take it. But more importantly, they got the big stop and turnover on downs.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Timeout taken now by the Golden Bears. That'll be their first. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a first. Here's a little room there. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Caught in the backfield. It's Haynes. Stop is made at the 35-yard line, a 5-yard gain there, and it's a first down.
What's a great job by the quarterback there, understanding you're being blitzed, you know you're not going to be able to hold on to it very long, so find the back, get it into his hands quickly, let him go pick up the first.
Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. He goes right back to the air. Finds his man. It's Haynes. Makes the grab in their space. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
And you never want to say it's over early. I mean, we're here early in the game, but considering what the scoreboard is saying, they absolutely had to have that play for them to stay in this football game. And sometimes it just takes one great throw and one great catch to wake you up. They need to score a touchdown on this drive. They need to score another touchdown on their next drive, but maybe that's the play that turns things around for them.
Now from inside the red zone. Intercepted deep in his own end. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
timing has to be so good. When you're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball they're thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
Cal uses its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Might be calling a hot route. Sangapolatelli bringing the heat. And it's a sack.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack. Maybe this gets them back in the football game.
And the Golden Bears with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. And some room to work. Steps his way to a little bit of a pickup. Not enough for the first down as the clock continues to move here late in the half. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Throwing, Sangapolatelli takes a shot as he lets it go. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
They punt it away on 4th down. Just needs a crack to get a return. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He's looking to throw. He'll loft one deep down the left side. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. We begin with UAB taking on the Navy Midshipmen. And it's the Blazers sneaking out of here with an upset victory, and have to see how the rankings shake up following this outcome. Make it 2 in a row for that ball club after they started the season 1-1.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably... guessing that return. Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
The run inside. It's Haynes. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Dropping back, it's Reynolds. Got it in the middle, it's Moore. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Takes the easy one to the back. Running through contact. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. To the air on 1st down. They get to him as he throws. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Just keep slinging it. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
Really put an offensive possession together here that's fun to watch. Like, it's fun to watch them own the line of scrimmage, be physical. In this area of the field, this is what they call the fringe, right outside the red zone. It's kind of your last opportunity to take shots, take advantage of the extended space on the field before you get cramped in the red zone. So I look for this offense to be aggressive.
Sweep. Go.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
95, 96 bridge. 95, 96 bridge. Move. Lester.
To the air, it's Reynolds. Finds his man. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Tigers are facing 3rd and inches. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
And finally, guys, we've been talking about this offense. When are they going to get it going? When are they going to have that spark? They make the play. They finally get on the board. Now, can they keep the momentum going? Can they play complementary football? Can the defense get a few stops and the offense keep this up?
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. They go 83 yards on the drive, and the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. And he's not going to take the touchback. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They come out for the first time in this second half. The lead a little smaller than when they went to the locker room, and they'll try to answer here. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Thomas. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Someone moved a little early, and the offense will go backward. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This third down a little longer after that penalty. Ncaa Songopolitelli. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Touchdown, Clemson. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
Well, they came into this one as the favorite, obviously, and they looked like they were sleepwalking in that first half. Whatever adjustments they made in the second half, I think one thing's pretty simple. David, they remembered who they were. Offensively now, they've come out. They've been electrifying. They've been lighting up the scoreboard. Defensively, getting the football back. This was the team we thought we were going to see at the very start of the game.
Man, it's so hard week to week, man. So many challenges, injuries, all the things that come with it, and getting guys motivated, right? Like sometimes they just don't have that energy. Good to see them come out after the half with the energy, with the urgency. This is the squad we thought we were going to see.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Back has it. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll move the tight end. JKS. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Touchdown, Tigers. And they turn it into a defensive score.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right, in college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. From the gun, give on the inside. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Making side adjustments here. Ncaa. Snagged in the middle. It's Thomas. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth all tied up. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense. Like getting them into more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
So now it's 2nd and long. Timeout taken now by the Golden Bears. That'll be their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Throwing Ncaa. And the pass falls harmlessly to the ground. We'll see if the laundry is as harmless. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. They've got a first down here. Want to start its bend to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Third and short now from their own 48. Ncaa. Here's the pressure. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game.
And that's why that guy plays DB and not wide receiver. DBs generally don't have as good of hands as wide receivers. That ball should have been picked off on 3rd down. Come on, man. That could have been a pick 6.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Left side, Wesco makes the grab. He gets up to the 15-yard line as they're working their way away from their own end zone. 1st and 10 from their own 15-yard line. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. The run from the shotgun. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. To the air, it's Reynolds. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. It's the 4th quarter. It's a tie ball game. You need a stop. What an unbelievable job. Forcing the interception, creating offensive opportunity for your offense to go out and win this ball game.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat's going to give them a different look. Direct snap. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Oh, they're after him, and down he goes.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback, do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on 3rd down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Jukes his way for more. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Golden Bears! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy, he makes a big play. Yes, please.
And he's going to bring this one out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. And now this offense needs a late 4th quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Might have a chance. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And the thing you got to watch out for with this running back is he's pretty streaky. When he breaks off a big one, more big runs normally follow soon after, and you're seeing it now on the last 2 plays. Big-time plays back-to-back, and you know right now he's calling for the ball again.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
I like the poise by the quarterback on that play, too, because a lot of times as a quarterback, you see the blitz coming, and immediately you want to audible, you want to try to throw the ball, but he knew that he had a good run play called, and he knew he could leave it on. Heads-up play by the QB.
And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
past the 30. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Tigers! Excellent pass by the back on the option. The Tigers are back on top.
Great job with the score. And listen, right here at this point in the game, there's still going to be time left. My defense is going to have to make a stand regardless. I'm going to kick the extra point because the field goal still beats me if I go for a two-point conversion.
And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. A very efficient five-play scoring drive. And that was some way to cap it off with a 42-yard touchdown jaunt. Looks like he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. He might want another play. JKS. Fires to the big fella.
I love the decision-making by the quarterback here. You're trailing. It's a 2-minute situation. You're not just throwing to receivers, but you're trying to find matchups that your tight end could take advantage of. With his athleticism, he's a big weapon for you in this 2-minute situation.
The Golden Bears with a second and short to keep this drive moving. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. This time he wants to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
I think a lot of people were curious what the strategy would be tied this late in the game with this field position. Do you play it safe? Do you play it for OT? I think you just got the answer right there. This coaching staff believes in this quarterback to make the throws to put their offense in position to win this game late.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Sangopolitelli. Pressure coming. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
Well, they've thrown 2 straight incompletions, and they just need to play pitch and catch on this next play. They're down a possession, and you don't have to necessarily get the first down right here, but if you don't get it, you've got to at least keep the fourth down manageable to give yourself an opportunity to keep pushing the ball down the field and give yourselves a shot to win.
Hauls it in. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line, and it'll be fourth down.
Sweep. Tip.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. And the Golden Bears will try to pin them back with the punt. Hauls it in, looking for space. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Running inside, it's Green. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. Offense uses a timeout, 17 seconds left on the clock.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Looking to throw. It's incomplete, and they've been waiting to run. And he couldn't quite pull it off. It's third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. They get the timeout called, 11 seconds remaining to play. They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Sends it back in motion to throw. It's Reynolds. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
The punt is headed out of bounds, and that is good news when you have someone as dangerous as he is returning. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Throwing Ncaa. Here comes the heat. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational-type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
So here comes our first play of overtime. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Sets up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and game tackled.
Fires to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
Unloads to the wideout. If he houses this, it's ball game. Got some room to run. And the takeaway is the exclamation point, the game saver for the win. Defense has its back against the wall as they try to extend this game and force another overtime.
Ready, go!
They're looking for an advantage to the right. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9.
Ready? All right, ready, go!
The give to the back. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Running into the open. There's some room. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown, at least for now.
And nice blocking by this offense. Nice job running the football. How about the running back? You could tell he knew exactly where the goal line was. He wanted to get to it. He was fighting to get to it, but goes out of bounds at the 1. 1st and goal from the 1. This offense is in great position.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal.
And, man, how many times are we going to call his name today? He has been so much fun to watch. Got a couple of sacks. Add another tackle for a loss here. He has been all over the field, and he has made some serious plays for this defense.
He got it in. A walk-off touchdown in overtime.
The identity of this offense is their ability to run the football. They're doing that in this game. That's now 3 rushing touchdowns on the day.